Yo, Still Bills, what's the deal, man? Listen, man, it's Sunday, right? Y'all already know why I got this big ass smirk on my face. So without any further ado, man, let's jump right into this bullshit. So peep game, man, peep game. Listen, y'all, Tank lost that fight last night, bro. Tank lost that fight last night. And this is what happens when you consistently cherry pick your opponents, you handpick opposition, you refuse to fight the cream of the crop when you're supposed to be the cream of the crop. You're supposed to be the cream of the crop, Brody. You are. Even when you look at a Lamont Roach, you know, shit, man, he's at least fought Jamel Herring, who became a champion. When's the last champion Tank fought, bro? He took a belt from Hector Luis Garcia. It did, but what makes this shit so wild about Tank is there's no reason why you and Lamont Roach should have a common opponent in Hector Luis Garcia as a lightweight. That shit is unacceptable. You have a common opponent with this nigga. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. And I'm online right now arguing with niggas trying to justify what it is that we saw last night. But let's just entertain the fact that Tank did win that fight. Let's entertain that. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you think Tank won the fight. All right, bet that. And let's just say, all right, you ain't gonna knock everybody out. You just not gonna knock everybody out. Let's say that. Why the fuck are you going? Why are you getting out hustled? Why are you getting outlanded in exchanges? Why is this dude initiating the exchanges? As low the level of low output that you have is equivalent to heavyweights, and you're a lightweight. That shit is wild. That shit is wild. But you have that low output because you're a counter puncher, and usually you're pretty precise with the shot, and surgical with the shots that you throw. So what is it saying about you that you can't find a shot to land on a fucking super featherweight, Brody? What does it say about you? How is this dude finding a way to get out, slip your shots, get up under your backhand, your hooks? How is he finding a way to slip and roll and ride and dip and weave every shot you look to throw? Why is he doing that? How is it that you can't impose your will on this dude and you're supposed to be a Tank, my nigga? What the fuck is going on here? I said I would never talk about Tank on this channel again, like dedicated an entire video to him. I said that shit some time ago. But I was like, nah, man, it's time for us to stop saying this nigga's name, man, and just let him wither away in the obscurity. I said that some time ago. But I can't, nah, bro, nah. This is when it's time to, if he's not going to do right by the sport, the only time we'll speak on him when it's time to chastise him. And there's no better time than now to chastise this dude. This dude was allegedly supposed to be able to deal with the likes of a Josh Taylor. This dude can beat fucking Bud at 147 pounds. This nigga can beat Roberto Duran, Manny Pacquiao, all these juggernauts in the sport. Everybody. Leonard Ellerbe, let Leonard Ellerbe tell him, man, yo, Josh Taylor didn't bring nothing to the table. Why did we have to go fight him? Why fight a Josh Taylor, an undisputed world champion, over a Rolly Romero? Why not fight Rolly Romero over an undisputed champion and Josh Taylor? Why not fight an Isaac Cruz over a Josh Taylor? Why not fight Mario Barrios, an interim champ, over an undisputed world champion and Josh Taylor in his division? Bro, it just don't make no sense. The type of pandering that they do with this nigga, man. And it is just no greater joy you can get than watching what the fuck happened last night. If you was gonna lose like that, you would have been better off losing to Shakur Stevenson. Why? Because Shakur is in your division. Your stock took a significant hit last night, and I guarantee you that pay-per-view ain't due. But you probably did. You may have did David Benavidez numbers with that pay-per-view. You may have did David Benavidez's last pay-per-view numbers with that pay-per-view that you just did last night. Because nobody was asking for this fight, and it's a lot more. I was surprised to see a lot of his fans being upset and boisterous about this fight, as far as their disappointment is concerned. You gonna whack me $80 to see you fight a super featherweight when you got all these niggas up here who's game in the division to fight you? Why can't you fight one of the fighters who are you just don't perceive as much of a threat? Raymond Murataya is okay, cool. I'll take that. I'll take that. He's in your division. He's coming up. You can fight Frank Martin. You can fight Ray Mahmoud-Athaya. You could have fought Keyshawn Davis before he became a champion. You can fight Isaac Cruz. You can fight these dudes. Why not fight Tevin Farmer, who's a little bit more aged and past it, bro? You can't get in there with that nigga. That's a little bit more suitable. You can't fight a Williams Zepeda. This is what happens, though. You're going to lose to somebody that you're not supposed to lose to. Now, did you lose the fight on paper? No, you didn't. You should have. You should have. You should have. But if you was going to lose like that, you lose like that to somebody in your division, man. There's no reason why a super featherweight should be able to plant his feet and fight you flat-footed, comfortably counter you. Got into a rhythm later on in the fight. Your punch pattern got really repetitive, man. And usually, like when you look, Canelo doesn't have no array of combinations that he throws with people. Why? Because he's usually precise with the shots that he throws. So it's no need for me to switch the shit up. There's no need for me to do that. That ain't Tank. And how do I know it ain't Tank? Because you couldn't land what you normally would land on a super featherweight, and you got dropped. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. How do you wave some shit like that off? Because if that was Lamont Roach who hit his knees off of that little flicker jab, oh yeah, he's getting counted for that, as he should have. As he should have. But why is it that you get the benefit of the doubt? Why is it that you get to go run to your corner so they can get their grease up out of your eye? That just so as Lamont Roach is starting to come on, that grease just so happened to hit your eye right at that time. That grease just so happened to hit your eye, and blind you at that particular time in the fight. Oh shit, I gotta get this up out my. Come on, man. Come on, man. You in the corner telling your corner man, listen to me. Nigga, no, bro. You ain't saying nothing worth listening to. You're not doing anything worth watching. What type of relationship do you have with your corner man, bro? Please go ahead and remove this dude away from the sport. Just go on ahead and make it happen. Just go on ahead and make it happen, Brody. Because this is allegedly your last year in the sport anyway. You got about 2 or 3 more fights. Or you say you wanted to fight 3 times this year. You got 3 more. You got 2 more fights this year. You can't tell us who your next fight is going to be. It ain't going to be Lamont Roach. Who are you angling to fight? Who are you angling to fight? What we saw last night, you couldn't lay a glove on Lamont Roach, who stood there flat-footed with you. There is nothing you're doing with Shakur. There is nothing you are doing with Shakur. You're not going to be able to find Haney anywhere in that ring. Bro, a fucking junior, a super featherweight stood in the trenches with you, Brody, and could not get touched. What are you going to do against the Teofimo Lopez? What happens when you start fighting more durable fighters the minute you touch their chin, they don't just crumble? What happens then? As hittable as you looked last night, what do you think Keyshawn Davis is going to do to you, Brody? What do you think is going to happen? You keep creating all these distractions and smoke screens or whatever to justify the fact that you don't have to fight these niggas. This is why. Who Shakur beat? The dude who beat the dude who knocked you out, or not knocked you out, but should have beat you last night by knockout. He dominated fucking Jamel Herring. Dominated him. Moved up and did it. Lamont Roach moved up and beat on you, dude. Smacked on you. You keep making these smoke screens to come up with, to distract, muddy the waters and distract your fans and create these narratives and talking points that it makes your fan base, for your fan base to justify why you ain't fighting who it is that we've been, well, not necessarily we, but just people been wanting you to fight for all the time they've been wanting you to fight them. I'm on Facebook arguing with some of my dudes right now, and he talking about, yo, tell Keyshawn if he want to fight, he got to go fight Andy Cruz. So he has to go fight Andy Cruz, despite him taking the belt off of a champion, something that Tank ain't did in some time. He takes a belt off a champion, but he has to go fight him. He has to go fight Keyshawn, not Keyshawn, but Andy Cruz to deem himself worthy to fight a dude who lost to a super featherweight last night. A featherweight that did not touch a super featherweight that did not touch the canvas, a super featherweight who stood in the pocket and banged out with him and outlanded him and outscored him and outworked him and outhustled him in exchanges at a distance that should favor him. Just help me make this make sense. Everybody has to go through all types of ring of fires and hurdles and hoops and all that shit and leaps and bounds to fight a dude who just looked the way that he looked against a super featherweight. That shit is insanity. That shit is that is absurd. It's dumb as fuck. There's no justification for that. No justification for that. This dude didn't touch Earth not once. Canelo fought Jermell Charlo, and I think Canelo was done knocking people out. I don't even think he's gonna knock out William Skull. He's gonna violently drop him though. The same way he violently dropped Jermell Charlo. But even with him, Charlo did not stand in front of no fucking Canelo Alvarez and bang out. Why the fuck is Lamont Roach planting his feet in front of Tank, who's supposed to be this dangerous puncher with a 90% KO ratio? Why? Why? All them Spanish surnames you've been fighting is different once that nigga energy hits you. It's different once that nigga energy hits you. We not gonna see Tank fight no other niggas until he retired, bro. Nah, he's not fighting. He ain't fighting no more niggas after that shit. Oh man, don't trust them new niggas over there. That's what he gonna be singing. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I love every minute of it though, man, because the level of joy that I'm getting out of watching you Tank lovers go into meltdown, trying mental gymnastics to justify what the fuck happened last night is absolutely remarkable. When you could just simply say, yo, bro, you lost, you had a bad performance, you should not have lost that fight, shame on you. Hold them accountable. Y'all don't want to do that though. Because y'all cannot cope with the fact that this dude is not what y'all are making him out to be. Y'all can't cope with it. I can cope with it though, because I'm basking in this. And I've been super dragging it. On Facebook. I love every minute of it, man. When you get to a point where you feel like you are above, head and shoulders above the rest of the competition, above fighting everybody that people are asking you to fight, that's a problem. That's a problem. Had Canelo not had the resume that he's cultivated over these years, I'd be on his ass the same way. But you can't ignore history. Tank has not fought a credible foe since Pedraza. His best win, arguably, is Frank Martin, a nigga with no championship night of that fight. Good fucking God. Good fucking God. That shit is pathetic, my nigga. That shit is pathetic. Yo, I gotta run up in this spot real quick. Yo, pause. I'll be right back. Yeah, my nigga, I'm back, man. I had to run up in this taco spot, man. Hey, man, it's 55 degrees up here, man. When that sun come out up here in Omaha, Nebraska, y'all know how I go. I'm out here in my shorts and a fucking hoodie. Shit love out here. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. But yeah, man, Tank ain't fought nobody. He hasn't fought another champion. And since what? Who was it? I think the second time he won a strap at 130 pounds. And Frank Martin hadn't fought a champion up until he fought him. Bro, we've been asking for years for you to fight the dudes that we've been asking you for years, man. Fight Shakur, in particular Shakur. Fight Lomachenko. Fight Devin Haney. If you was going to lose, that's who you're supposed to lose to. Now that you lost to someone that you were not supposed to lose to, it's going to be hard to bounce back from this. It's going to be hard to bounce back from this, man. And it just so happens that you already contemplating retirement, man. So you all but done anyway. You all but done anyway. You all but done. Oh my God, man, I'm overjoyed. I should play that Stevie Wonder song, my nigga. If I could play that, I'll play that. Yo, I get a copyright strike, man. I mean, my channel ain't big enough to give in for that shit to, you know, pop up on nobody's radar or nothing like that. But I'd risk it just for the fuck of it. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. They just acted as if you didn't get knocked down, bro. A shot landed, a jab landed. You took a step back, took a breather, and hit your knees, and you wasn't praying. All of that went unnoticed, though. Why? Because for you to lose that fight, I wouldn't even be wilding like this if y'all would not try to paint these PBC niggas as head and shoulders above the rest of the opposition. I would not be wilding like this if y'all didn't paint these niggas as unfuckwittable by nobody else in the division. I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't. If y'all could just call the shit down the middle and realize, all right, man, the caliber of competition that he fighting is not the same as the caliber of competition that everybody else has been fighting. He's not about to just go in here and just beat on no Shakur. Shakur's fought a multitude of champions. So if he did win the fight, it ain't going to be as wide as you think it is. You can think that Tank could win a fight. You can think that David could win a fight. You can think that both of the Charlos can win a fight. But when it gets to a point where it's like it's just no competition outside of PBC, that's when situations like this permeate to the top and we get to really bask in situations like this. We get to bask in it. Tank is the only dude who wins every fight on the fantasy matchup. It's no competition. Well, he ain't the only dude. David Benavidez, all the PBC niggas, they can beat any and everybody in the division. Nobody is gonna beat them. You'll ignore all variables, them consistently moving up fighters to fight them in the division that they're foreign to. All that shit goes up under the rug. I'm seeing people trying to justify Lamont Roach being bigger than Tank. He's not bigger than Tank. I don't give a fuck about height. Nigga, Charlo was bigger than Canelo by height. He's tall. He's way taller than him. He's not as brolic as Canelo. He's not. He's not. Just keep shit a bean with these niggas. And we ain't got to be the niggas to come here and beat the drum and talk about how stupid y'all sound. Oh my God, bro. And I wasn't even going to watch that fight. I honestly wasn't. But, after the Subriel fight, I was like, yo, man, boxing is on. Let me go watch some fights, man. Fuck it. I'm on that right now. I'm on that. And we're going to talk about Subriel as well. But right now, we're going to bang on Tank. Call shit down the middle, my guy. Call shit down the middle. Be objective. Stop with the dumb shit. Stop being cocksockers, man. You niggas is cocksockers. I swear to God. Y'all have justified every move this dude has made just for him to turn around and lose to a fucking super featherweight. He's not supposed to lose that fight. He's supposed to dominate that fight. If not knock him out, you're supposed to knock him down and just beat on this dude. You could have at least given him the beating that fucking Earl Spence gave Mikey Garcia. You could have at least did that. And he jumped up 2 divisions to do that. This shit is wild. And speaking of Earl Spence was another nigga who y'all just swore would just beat on everybody. Deontay Wilder was a nigga that y'all swore would just beat on everybody. Because the caliber of competition over there on that side of the street, it doesn't coincide with the rest of the planet. If you ain't fighting over here on the PBC, you gonna lose. That's just the moniker and the mind frame of these niggas who are fans of this fucking stable of fighters. It makes no sense. Tank was not supposed to lose. Like, Tank was not supposed to look the way that he looked. How dare you stand in front of a tank, flat-footed? As the smaller fighter, a dude coming up from a smaller division, how dare you stand flat-footed in front of this dude and enter the exchanges, bro? Enter the exchanges. As much of a counterpuncher as you is, why is this dude so comfortable with leading the dance? Why is he so comfortable with getting off on you first? Pause. How's he that comfortable doing that shit? How is he throwing how is he throwing combinations consecutively and going unanswered? Because you can't see the shots. How is he that comfortable doing that when you're someone who's supposed to be this prolific counterpuncher and this big puncher? How? Man, oh my fucking God, dude. This shit is nasty work. It's nasty work. It's despicable. Stop fighting fighters that you're not supposed to be fighting, because you're going to fuck around and you're going to lose to one of them. There's no way that fight should have been ruled a draw, because he should have got knocked down, dog. That was a knockdown. That was a knockdown. I don't know, man. Woo! I'm having a field day on Facebook. Man, I'm having a ball. I'm having a ball. Because I couldn't wait for some shit like this to happen. Now, granted, I thought Tank was going to go in there outlining Lamont Roach in chalk. I honestly did. Like, he's not about to lose to me. He's knocked out bigger men. He didn't knock out Isaac Cruz because his hand was broke. I've at least acknowledged that. And I've never thought much of Isaac Cruz, no way. No, I think nothing of Isaac Cruz. You go in there, you knock out Rolly. Rolly is a sturdy dude. He's a sturdy dude. Not to say that his acumen is that high, and his tactics and just his skill set is worth a damn. But he's a brolic dude. Barrios, even though he's not the best 147 pounder or not 147, 140 pounder. You went up there, you knocked him out, rehydration clause or not, you did that. Manny Pacquiao put rehydration clauses on people. I understood him going up there and put a rehydration clause on Mario Barrios. It's still weak. Because I'm like, yo, for all of the hype that you get, man, that's just some shit that you shouldn't be doing. You'll knock out everybody. But nonetheless, you went up there and you did it. Frank Martin, that was an incredible knockout. That was an incredible knockout. Can't be mad at that. Because I think I actually like Frank Martin. I like Frank Martin. It was a good win, if you ask me. It honestly was. I can be honest about that. So he's knocked out bigger men. Just for you to go in here and look the way that you look in front of a fucking super featherweight. That short right hand that he put on your chin strap that made you do the dance, that made you tap dance like that, bro. How does that happen? Tank? This dude is who I thought he was, and this dude is who a lot of people are telling you that he is. People who are objective thinkers and critical thinkers. They understand the quality of opposition that they're putting in front of him isn't the best quality. People understand that. Objective-minded people understand that. And we can tell you he's a good fighter. He's just not who it is that you think that he is. We told you he's not the face of the sport because he did 1 million pay-per-views. He did that with the proper dance partner. That dude was averaging 200K before he went in there and fought Ryan Garcia. Objective thinkers was telling you this. It's not hate. And then when numbers come out telling you what his pay-per-view numbers was, now we just haters. We have been telling y'all for years he's not what it is y'all are trying to make him out to be. He is not this pound for pound. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He is not a pound for pound. He's not a pound for pound talent, dog. He's not. He's a good fighter. And maybe he could be, but shit, God damn it, go prove me wrong. Go prove me wrong. You let 2 fighters get to Lomachenko before you. Even Ken Bosos is coming out letting you know, bro, you talking greasy about me. I fought Devin Haney, Lomachenko, and Teofimo Lopez. All before you got to them. And you don't even look like you got plans on getting to them. You're cool with fighting Leo Santa Cruz. You're cool with fighting Isaac Cruz. There's always an asterisk with you. You won't go fight Regis. You won't go fight Jose Ramirez. You won't go fight Victor Postol. You damn sure won't go fight Josh Taylor. But you'll go fight Mario Barrios with a rehydration clause. You won't fight Loma. You won't fight Shakur. You won't fight Haney. You won't fight Teofimo Lopez. You're not finna go fight Keyshawn Davis. You won't go fight Isaac Cruz. But you'll pull up Hector Luis Garcia. You'll pull up LeBron Roach. You'll pull up Isaac Cruz. You'll pull these dudes up and you'll fight them. And then because you fought them, because they want to continue this allure that they have of you, that somehow enhances their capabilities as fighters. No. Fuck no. I'm glad the smoke screens are starting to clear up. The fog machine has been returned back to the, where y'all rented it from, and you're starting to see what the fuck this nigga is. And what he is not what y'all thought he was. Good fighter, not a great fighter. I'm glad the PBC and their stable are, man, David Benavidez is the last one. That's just a fact. He's the last one. For y'all to stop overhyping these niggas and let it be, y'all are good fighters, but y'all are not what it is that y'all are not above fighting the other dudes in the division. Y'all are not above them. Y'all are not above fighting the dudes off platform. Because y'all have this mindset that only the niggas on your platform is worth a damn. That thing over with. That thing over with. And I'm overjoyed that it is. Now it's time. Yo, what y'all gonna do now? Because this money over here drying up. Now y'all got to go abroad. Can y'all jump in that crock pool? Can y'all jump in that crock pool? Because they not going to match you soft over there. I don't think that y'all can. And if y'all do, it's going to be too turbulent to watch. So if y'all win, it'll be a draw, like a 7-5 or some shit like that, fighting the other opposition over there. Man, listen, I'm outie, man. Yo, deuces, man.